For me, I love the empowerment situation with like all the women together and helping one another, having each other's backs. But I also love the display of complexity in this kind of movie. I feel like I don't always get to see people who look like me who are like Danica and who are also, they also have the flaws like Danica has and the expectations, you know, and the falls and the weaknesses and all that stuff. So that's what attracted me to Danica.
He was so multi-layered, Frank was. He was so a really interesting start, right? The genesis of the guy is that of not doing really well in life and functioning alcoholic, I guess, at some point until he couldn't function anymore. And so that was interesting, being impaired and not being, you know, not being somebody that's got it all figured out. I think we all enjoy playing characters that aren't necessarily fully figured out, which ironically makes us feel fully figured out. I've known Tika a long time, couldn't wait to reconvene with her, and then Tiffany being new to the game of Tyler, University of Tyler. And it was kind of cool to help out Amber with her first film, and obviously the legend in Whoopi Goldberg. So it was a no-brainer for me to be a part of it.
I worked with him many times, and you know, I guess what I love about him is he wants everybody to truly win, and he wants everybody to he just wants everybody to be successful and show their talents, and he wants the world to see it, you know, and he really is good at picking talent. Like, Tiffany was on a show of his before Girls Trip and all that stuff, and so, you know, and then I was on another show before this and other things, but like he really invests in his talent, and he really, I just love that he knows what he wants, and I love that he has elevated himself to this like rated R, his first rated R film, which is exciting for him because he went there and he was able to have such layered characters who are raw and real and flawed and messy, but ultimately looking and finding love in one another. So I think it's just a heartfelt movie that is funny.
Tika makes a good point. Having worked with somebody as much as she has, as much as I've worked with him, Tiffany obviously having a familiarity with him, and Whoopi as well, then it affords you that space to kind of go and do your thing and add to the jokes or add to the pain or add to the heart and still keep with his thing. You can still do that in 10 days if familiarity is the foundation. You got to know each other. And he keeps a rhythm going. He kept playing music. He was playing DJ on set in between takes. So those things allow for the ad-libs to feel a little bit more organic.
They're so different. You know, she's the type A character. Danica's the type A character, and like, she's very straight and narrow. She has a plan. Everything is, she's controlling, you know, because she feels like if she loses control, she'll be like her sister, you know, but her sister is also like a truth holder, and she is the truth, even for all of her messiness. So they're so extremely different, but ultimately, like, family is family, and at the end of the day, they ride for one another. They go to bat for one another, and they protect one another, but they ultimately tell each other the truth, and they come to their own truths at the end. It really felt like it wasn't work because we had so much fun, and everybody was on their game, and everybody's super talented, and so, I mean, it just felt like we were doing a fun thing that we love to do, and that we get paid for, which is crazy.